Ooh, I have an excellent connection. Howdy, howdy, folks. Hope everybody's doing well. This is my first live stream in a long, long time. And I have absolutely no reason for it. So I was hoping I could get some folks in here. I wanted to discuss a few things. See if I can get this. I got 2 viewers. I might start doing weekly live streams. So I want to see what the response is. And I'm just now starting. Oh, I just lost my viewers. I just want to see if this is actually working. It says I've been live for about 1 minute and 12 seconds. And I don't have the monetization on. Boom, 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 boom. I don't think I can change anything now. I got the stream key. There's the analytics. Viewer activity, stream health. It looks excellent. And I don't want to do that. I have no idea what that was. Stream health. Stream is healthy. So let's see if we can get a few people in here. Boom, boom. Hopefully everybody is there. You have the ability to do a couple of super chats if you want to help out the channel. I have 2 people in here right now. Love to see somebody in the chat. Let me go to the live chat. There we go. Let me say hello to everybody. Hello, folks. So there are 2 concurrent viewers. Hey, let's see. Charles. Let's see. I hope Studio One creates a mobile app where you can do pre-production and then open Studio One on your desktop later on. There used to be... I don't know if it's available anymore. There's something for the iPad. Gosh, I wonder if it's actually still available. There was something like that. It was an app that you could actually record tracks on. Let me actually move this over a bit. There we go. Oops, there we go. Oh, I lost my camera. Let's see. Where is my live camera? There it is. Oh, there we go. I'm back. I got to go back to manual and adjust that a little bit so it's smooth. Let's see. Is it smooth? There we go. Whenever I move my camera, it disconnects. There was an app for the iPad that was available that you could actually record your tracks into. You plug in one of the either the i1 or the i2 interface, and then you could transfer those tracks after you've done all the audio tracking. But that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I'd like to see Personas come up with something directly for, Studio One, where you can just open it up like that. That would be cool. Zap says hello. Good to see you, Zap. Glad to see you here. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've actually been live. Weekly live streams would be great. Yeah, I'm starting to, after the cancellation a couple of years ago of my YouTube channel, it has been really, really hard to get back into the swing of things, to be able to get back into doing live streams. I used to do 5 a week. For a while, I did it Monday through Friday, and then for a while, I did it Monday through Thursday, and then, what was it, Saturday or Sunday night? Yeah, I think it was Saturday night. Kevin's Guitar Stories is here. Hey, good to see you, man. Yeah, I wanted to see if we could, build up. This is so off the cuff, it's crazy. So I wanted to see if we could build up some people in here, and I want to get your guys' thoughts on stuff like AI. I want to get your thoughts on some of the new new interfaces. I've actually got one in my studio. It's the HD8. It's not mine to keep, at least not yet. I do plan on getting my own, but somebody actually let me borrow it so that I could do some videos on it, so that's cool. So let's see. I'm watching myself on the replay. Hopefully the video isn't too dark. This is the new rig. I wonder if my phone is always... it doesn't look like it's going to do it. But, I was hoping it would. So I could use my phone as a camera. This is the new rig. I am actually under my loft bed, which is where I sleep during the week because I work graveyard shift and the rest of the family is up while I'm sleeping and vice versa. At least in the mornings. And then I get to sleep in my own bed, on the weekends most of the time. So that actually works out pretty good. But let's see, we got 5 people in here. I don't know all of the settings that I have, at least right now. If I'm letting just anybody in, let's see, unlisted live replay streams. I'm still trying to get re-familiar with doing live streams. I forgot how to do all of this stuff. Let's see here. I wonder if I can edit the title. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Live streams. We're going to call this an off-the-cuff. An off-the-cuff HST live stream. All right, so if you want to see the new title, you got to just refresh the stream. But that works. All right, we got 7 people in here now. I haven't put up an ad anywhere. So if any of you guys want to go to Facebook and let folks know that I am live and on the air for absolutely no reason whatsoever, please do that. Let me actually switch a different light here. Oop, that's brighter. There we go. That's a little better. Yeah, I'm still working out the lighting thing. Got 7 people in here. Who else is in here? There's Kevin's Guitar Stories. We got Zap. We got Charles. Let's see. Participants. Who do we have? We got Charles, Kevin, and Zap. Very cool. Thank you guys for popping in. So we've got 8 people in here now. And I don't think they are subscribers, but we'll see. We'll see how far this gets. It's awesome to be doing stuff live again. It really is. So if you guys can see behind me, I've actually got the new room set up. And it's actually not a new room. It's the room that I've been in for the last 20 years. But I was forced to combine my drum room and percussion room with my main studio because the storage space that we have for our household stuff. We have a storage space, an offsite storage space. It's just down the street. Raise the rates from $70 a month to $165 a month. Just out of nowhere. And they say, well, that's what the price is going now for storage spaces. I'm like, I can't afford that. That's my mortgage on top of my association fee on top of the storage fee. It's freaking crazy. And so I fought it as much as I could. But so anyway, what I had to do is I had to take my storage space. It's another 10 by 10 room. I took my sound room, I should say. It's another 10 by 10 space. And I had to convert that into a storage space and move all that stuff over here. So I had to figure out a way to get everything into this room. Well, the first thing was I had a bed that was just on floor level. And it went well. I had half of it was for sleeping and half of it was for the studio. But since I had to combine more stuff, I got a loft bed so that I could put my drums and stuff underneath. Well, it ended up being that the loft bed was too low. So I had to switch it around, and I built this beautiful console underneath this thing, and that's where I'm at right now. Let's see. Is this the morning for me? Actually, I've been off all week this week, so it's been really nice. I've been able to concentrate. But usually I work from 9 at night till 5 in the morning. I usually go to bed at about 5:30, 6 o'clock, and I sleep till noon, and then I have the day. But when I lost the channel, I lost $1,000 a month when I lost the other channel, and YouTube wouldn't do anything to recover it for me. So, unfortunately, I had to take up a second job, and that's what killed me for doing the live stream. So I had to stop. That was almost 2 years ago. You believe it? This is my first live stream in a long time. I think I did one on Christmas or something like that. I'm not sure. But that was it. Oh, you can see my lights right here. Here, let me lower the camera a bit. There we go. Yeah, I got a set of lights above me to shine on the equipment. And that's it. So we've gone from 8 people down to 5. Not a lot of interest. Oh, man. 5 people in the live stream? I used to get 20 or 30. But then again, like I said, I didn't do any kind of advertising. So I'm going to go ahead. And I need to go back to... Yeah, I haven't done this in so long. So now I need to figure out how to get the link address to this. Let's see. Analytics, viewer activity, stream health, shopping. So there used to be a button. There used to be a button where I could... I guess there's no way to do that. Darn. Hey, Secret Squirrel! Man, good to see ya! Still curious about the red light switches at the top of my gear rack. Oh, now I know what you're talking about. That's a power strip. It's a surge protector. And I can turn off each of the plug inputs simultaneously or one at a time. Now I know what you meant. It took me a while. It didn't till just now. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's good to see you, man. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, that's what those switches are. Those they're actually orange. They came across as red in the videos I did. But yeah, I can turn off each of the pieces of gear one at a time if I choose to. It's a lot better for your system than hitting a switch and boom. Because when you power up that much gear at one time, I've actually blown out interfaces doing that. Right, let me fix my camera. My camera went weird when I adjusted it. There we go. It's so weird how that works. Yeah, the camera's really touchy. So I've always got to... Let's see. There we go. Now it's nice and smooth. It's the backlight thing that goes wonky. All right. Let's see. It's good to see you too, Secret. He actually also says, could you please share a make and model? I need something similar for... Oh, he needs something similar he's starting to tinker with. Yes, I can do that. It is... Okay, I'm going to put it in the chat. So be ready. Let's see. How do you spell your name? S-E-K. Nope, that's a W, John. S-E-K. There we go. At Secret Squirrel. All right, I'm going to put the information for this thing. It is called... It is made by a company called American DJ. And it's a model PC-100A. Now, it's very old. I don't know if it's still available, but there it is. There it is. We got 8 people in here. Good to see you guys. Yeah, Kevin says that the voice is sounding good. Yeah, it has actually steadily been changing a little bit over the last 6 months. I got a higher range voice, and I totally lost the lower range. So now if I try to talk like I was before, this is all I have. I can't go low anymore. So I don't know what's going on. I still can't sing worth a damn. Although I did release one song to Anne's broadcast called Something Special. And it's me singing, lots of Melodyne. So it's the first song that I've done that I actually sang in a couple of years. So, Secret, let me know that you got that stuff, all right, or that info. All right, so let's see. We got 10 people in here now. Excellent. Good to see everybody. And there's no reason for this live stream other than to say hi and chat. I haven't been online with you guys for so long. So, Secret, did you get that? Let me know you got that. Warning, stream's current bitrate is lower than the recommended. That's all right. It'll be fine. Crazy. I got to tell you, I have missed doing these. Like you can't imagine. So I'm trying to adjust all my windows like I used to have them. I have no idea what I'm doing here. All right, cool. We got 11 viewers. We got 6 likes. Good to see everybody. So if I go back up the list, we got Charles13X. We got Zap, Kevin's Guitar Stories, Secret Squirrel, and that's it so far. I mean, I'm sure that there are others, but you're not in the chat yet. So let me know when you guys get in the chat. Because I definitely am considering starting these up again. Unfortunately, I'd only be able to do one a week, but hey, it would be really great to be back online. Okay, so let's see. Zap says I picked up a QD8 back in May. Absolutely love it. Yeah, I've got the HD8, and like I said before, it's not really mine to keep right now. I'm not quite sure if I'll be able to keep it or if I can afford to make payments on it or whatever. But it's wonderful. It is so easy to set up. I plugged it in my system, and I pulled up Studio One, and everything was automatic. Everything was perfect. Let me actually go to the classroom. Let me show you how I have let me show you how I have it set up. So let's see. Here is Universal Control. And you can see here that I've got the HD8. I've only got a couple of PreSonus devices now. I've had to get rid of a bunch of stuff. But I got the HD8. I've got the original Atom. I've got my fader port, and I've got my Q, my Atom SQ. So now if I actually click on here, this is the mixer inside of Universal Control. And you guys can see I have it all set up. I've got my mic. I've got my, this is just a cable for my bass and guitar. I've got my TD3, my drum kit back behind me here. I've got a piano module in my rack here. And then I've got some of my older MIDI gear, my S4. And then I also have I have a Digimax D8, a really, really old unit that PreSonus used to sell for my extra 8 inputs. And these actually hook up via ADAT. And then I've got my sound canvas module. And then over here, this is where my DAW comes in. And if you look here, this is where you set up the loop back. See, it is so easy. It is just amazing. And it works beautifully with OBS. Absolutely perfect. Very, very cool. We're back to 8 people. So let's see, what do we got here? So Secret Squirrel, let me know if you've got all that stuff. He says he's checking prices. It's great. It's got a really high threshold for power and stuff. It doesn't pop like all of my other ones do if you turn things on too fast. It really, really works well. Zap says I picked up... Oh, okay, I just read that one. Secret Squirrel posted something and then took it back. DCOOCD is here. Good to see you. Looking back to see if my cat is there. A long time no see. Yeah, I know. It's been a long time since I've been online. All right, so what I wanted to do is in Studio One. I'm not going to be able to play. Now, I did that video for the mix of Killer Queen, and it came out so good. All right, so just so you guys can actually hear a couple of seconds of it. This is the song that I did called Something Special. It's actually me singing. It's got a ton of Melodyne on it, but at least I was able to get some kind of voice out. And if you think you're something special, and if you think you're not for me, so you better think twice before you fall, because I know you'll fall for me. You gotta know you're something special. You gotta know I need you here. And if it's one thing you can count on, there will be nothing left to fear. So that's it there. Thank you. All right. So the next question that I see here, we have 9 people floating around in here. We had 11. I don't know where the others went. Okay. Which Mac version of the OS am I currently using and what Mac? All right. Let me shut this off. All right. So for the Mac, I am using a 2023 Mac Mini. It's only got a 250 gigabyte hard drive, but I've got a bunch of external drives, and it's only got 8 gig of RAM. And the OS that I'm using the latest. Let me see if I can actually pull that up here in the classroom. So the version I am using, there it is. Let's see, it's my Mac Mini, Apple M1, 8 gig. Let's see, I'm using Simona 14.5, and as far as I know, that is the latest. That is the latest OS. So let's see, yeah, Mac OS, I said Simona, didn't I? Sonoma. Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, I'm gonna I'll play the whole song a little bit later. But, yeah, so it is Sonoma. Oh, he says, thank you. I've been hesitant about the upgrades. You know what? And since I'm a beta tester for Studio One, and the latest versions of Studio One have already been, released. What is it? 6.5 something, 6.6. Well, either way, I have the latest. So I'm kind of forced to update, to do an update for the operating system, because I have to test the newer versions of Studio One with that. So I'm really kind of forced to. I've got to get all that out there and get that all installed before I do my testing, because that's what they want to know. Hey, Joe Cummings is here. He says, oh my God, Johnny, it's been a while. Yes, it has. After you lost your original account and your original account got hacked, whatever happened? I don't remember. All right, so it's good to see you too, Joe. So just the real quick version of the story. I lost $1,000 a month when the other channel got hacked, gone forever. So I had to get a second job, and I had to stop all of my live streams. I didn't have a choice. I couldn't do them anymore. So the channel was doing so well. I had 29,000 subscribers. And I had 29,000 subscribers. It was bringing in about sometimes $800, sometimes $1,000 a month, through ads and through the memberships that you guys were a part of and everything. And that was all gone. I contacted YouTube several times during that time, and it was at a really bad time too. It was when both of my parents were in the hospital dying. So I couldn't, I didn't respond to some emails fast enough, and so on and so forth. So I had to stop all the live streams, take up a second job to make up for the money that was lost. And all the memberships and all the advertising was supporting Home Studio Trainer, and I eventually did lose the business as a business. I still call it HST, Home Studio Trainer, but I had to get rid of all the stuff from my website and so on and so forth. So it was devastating. Yeah, okay, Secret Squirrel says, that makes sense. Very cool. All right, very cool. We got 9 people in here, and there we go. That's everything for my Mac right there. No problem. And for it having only 8 gig of RAM, I can run Studio One. I can run a Zoom session. I can run OBS. I can do that all at the same time, which is really kind of astonishing. And seeing that I don't have any broadcast issues, I don't have any slowness or hangups, it's actually quite good. Yeah, Charles says 8 gig? No way. Yeah, it runs all of my tracks. It runs all of my plugins. I mean, sometimes the performance meter goes a little crazy, but like if I use a lot of VST instruments and stuff, I'll go ahead and I'll take those and I'll transform them to audio, or I'll just bounce them down. So, but I also use a lot of external modules, so those get recorded directly to track. So those don't use any CPU because, well, they're external. So let's see. Joe Cummings says, yes, I remember you were doing really good and blowing up. Hated to see what happened. I was one of the OGs with you. Yeah, I remember you. In fact, I still have you. Oh, you still have my phone number. I think I've got a different phone number now, and I don't mind giving it out to you guys because I'm doing a lot of support on the side. And if you're a member of my Patreon, you get all the support for free, and you get a direct line to me. So definitely I can post a link to my Patreon for anyone that's actually interested in joining. All right, let's see. Secret Squirrel says it would be great to see you back streaming again more regularly. I'd love to link up with you offline to see what you think. Oh, sure. I'm still open to that. And I've got to find a good day to do a live stream. And I got to do it in times where I'm actually going to get some views. So my voice is holding up okay. It goes out sometimes. I can't sing without Melodyne. Gotta have Melodyne. But I am starting to do a little bit more, and like I said in this song that I have pulled up over there. Let me go back to the classroom. This is actually me singing. I do the harmonies, but like I said, there's a lot of Melodyne. You gotta tell me what to do now. I can't be here wasting time. And if you tell me that you love me, then I know you will be mine. And that's my lame guitar playing. You gotta know you're something special. You gotta know I need you here. And if it's one thing you can count on, there will be nothing left to fear. You don't believe in magic, and you don't believe it's right. When you don't, it's something right. And if I click on one of these bad boys here, there's there's a lot of Melodyne. But the cool thing is that I could actually get close to what I wanted to sing. I have a bunch of songs out there where I use a couple of different voice AI programs, which are still a lot of work. And you know, to just be able to sing and use Melodyne, it was so nice to be able to do this. All right, we got 11 people in here. Good to see everybody. Zap is here. Sounds great, says Zap. Very cool. Thank you for that, Zap. I appreciate it. Let's see. Zap, Joe Cummings, got Secret Squirrel, Charles 13X, Kevin's Guitar Stories, OCD, or DCO OCD. Yeah, right. Thanks. Give somebody with OCD or dyslexia something to actually read. Let's see. Lowenz is here. Good to see you. Really good to see you. Let's see who else. I think that's pretty much it right now. Only 11 people. And if I actually take a look at the list, participants, Harley Bob is here. Good to see you. Sean Aaron is here. Yeah, very cool. Thank you guys for coming in. And just, I don't really have a purpose for the live stream. I just kind of wanted to do it. Now, see, I'm getting messages now. So let's see. Oop, you don't want to see those. Let's see. Ray is messaging me. Let's see. I think it's my interface where Lindsay is coming from. When I turn it off. Dropout protection off. Studio One closes. And OBS. Latency goes away. Yeah. Sorry. I am terminally online with people that are having issues. All right, very cool. Let's see. Zap says sounds great. Sean Aaron, I get a hand clap. Awesome. And Harley Bob says, hey folks. Secret Squirrel saying hello to everybody. Awesome. Awesome. Good to see everybody. So one of the things I thought of for this live stream to chat about. Let's go here. Watch this. Oops. Yeah, that's nothing. Up. I'll find it. There it is. Hi. Let me actually center this bad boy. There we go. All right. So one of the things I was kind of hoping to chat with you guys about, to see what you guys were thinking and where your brains were with all of this AI stuff. You've got AI that's writing songs, and sometimes songs with some pretty funny lyrics. But it's writing the music, it's putting it all together, it's putting a voice on it and everything, and it's just... Now, see, I used to think this way about Melodyne, and then I lost my voice, and now I couldn't work without Melodyne, but Melodyne is an AI. So I'm anxious to see what you guys think about this AI music craze, because you know what's happening now. These big corporations are using AI to write music to take money away from people that are actually creating music. So there was a post today over in the Persona Studio One group. There's like 49,000 members in there now. It's crazy. And a guy was asking, "Hey, I'm over 50 years old. I'm looking to write songs. Any suggestion on software?" And everybody recommended AI. I'm like, what? And I posted in there. I said, if you really want to write your music, get Studio One or any other DAW, record your tracks and mix them down. I've got two people, actually now one, because the other guy, he hasn't passed away, but he's in hospice now. But him and another guy, they're over 70 years old. And that's all I showed them Studio One. They found me on Reddit. I didn't know anybody knew me on Reddit. But they found me on Reddit. And they said, we saw your name. We saw that you were teaching Studio One. I downloaded Studio One Prime. What can I do with it? So I've showed them both. And they're both into the Americana kind of grassroots rock. It's so good. Such good stuff. And the one guy, I wish I could play you his music. It's so cool because he plays the guitar, he plays the foot bass and snare, and he's got a regular snare drum, he's got a little tiny drum kit, and he's got a whole bunch of percussion. He's got a guitar, a dobro, he's got flutes, and he's got all that stuff. So so he records tracks. He records tracks just in Studio One, just the tracks, no effects. Although I did finally convince him to try a little bit of reverb, but he just records tracks straight out. He does them all one at a time, and he gets the levels right. He balances the mix, and for the most part, no effects, no compression, no editing, no nothing. He plays them all out straight, mixes it down in MP3, and he passes them out to his friends and fans. That's it. It's just a big tape recorder for him. And I'm like, yes, that's, if you really don't want to get into the whole thing, then, that makes sense. Oh, hey, Joe Cummings became a gold member. Yes, thank you, sir. Appreciate it very, very much. Very, very much. Yes, you can join the channel here. You can also join me over on Patreon. I do videos and I do free support for any Patreon members, no matter what your what level you're at. The free members don't get that, but I got a lot of stuff. So thank you, Joe. Very, very cool. Appreciate that. Paul Morgan is here. Good to see you, Paul. He says, just turning in. Good to see you. Wayne. What's up, man? It is so good to see you. Wayne is one of the best drummers I have ever jammed with. And when we were kids, we went to high school together. And we were in a band called Access Denied. And he had the balls to move to Arizona and leave me here. I love you and I hate you at the same time, Wayne. I so miss jamming with you and Mike and, oh, man. Oh, very, very cool. Johnny Lipsham is here. Hey, dude, isn't it really late for you? It's like 4 a.m. by you. Maybe even earlier. Wayne says boo. Oh, man. I miss it so much. I miss jamming. I miss bowling. I miss all of that stuff. Oh, my camera just went funky again. All right, let me fix my camera. There's my camera. Back again. And it's all shiny again. I hate it when it gets shiny. There we go. Make it nice and smooth. There we go. Cool. I don't know why it does that. So it's good to see you, Wayne. Good to see you, Johnny. Yeah, there's no purpose for this live stream. I couldn't remember how to do it. Yes, that encompasses many subjects, but for this, I couldn't remember how to do the live stream. Let's see. Let's write some tunes. New drum kit. Yeah, I saw the pictures of it. I think you used it in that one video you did of your show. I need to give it a workout. Very, very cool. Yeah, and since I'm singing a little bit again, hey, for those of you that haven't heard it, I know a couple of you already have. We got 16 people in here. I sang my first song in a long time. And this is what it sounds like. You're wasting time. And if you tell me that you love me, then I know you will be mine. Yeah, that's me with about 300 pounds of Melodyne, but it's actually me singing. And some of my terrible guitar work. You gotta know you're something special. You gotta know I need you here. And if it's one thing you can count on, there will be nothing left to fear. Now, I haven't tried to sing that song live, so I have no idea what my voice is going to do. But my voice kind of changes daily. And it's tough. There are days I can't speak. And for the longest time, you guys heard me doing some songs with my lower register. Now this is what my lower register sounds like. It's like I totally lost everything in my lower range in my throat. So, but I got some of my higher range back. So I can yell at the kids now. I never yell at my kids. But, that was a big thing for them. I couldn't yell at them anymore. Not that I ever really had to yell at them, but, I couldn't call them down for dinner and everything like that. So if I, not if, when I start up the live streams again, and it'll only be one a week, it's not going to be every day like I used to do. But when I start them up again, at least I'll have a decent voice to go through. Let's see, Paul Morgan is here. So Alps Media is here. Man, you got some killer commercials out there, dude. That's my good friend Louis. He used to be a sponsor of Home Studio Trainer. And then I lost everything. Let's see. DCOOCD gives me 2 thumbs up. Thank you. And once again, thank you, Joe Cummings, for becoming a member of the channel. Very cool. I really appreciate that. Every little bit helps. It is awesome. And I know there's a lot of cool features here for live streaming now. I just got to figure them out. I'm not quite sure. There's all sorts of things I can do for the chat to actually just go back and look for people that, I've actually made either donations or something like that. Yeah, great to hear you again, says Louis. Thank you. I appreciate that. I can't tell you how good this feels. And we got 18 people in here, so that's awesome. I didn't even put out any announcements. Oh, no, I got 15. All right, let's see. Let me say hi to everybody once again in the participants list. Alps Media, DCO, OCD, Johnny Lipsham, Paul Morgan, Secret Squirrel, Wayne Goldman, and let's see. I think that's pretty much it right now. But we got some people. Oh, Harley Bob, Sean Aaron, Zap, and there's Joe. Charles, I think, is still here. 13X, good to see you. Johnny Lipsham says, it is great to see you streaming again. And also, using the Quantum, yes. It is so much different. For those of you that might be interested, let me actually show you guys something really quick. And this was something I have to say. Let's see, is it not working? There we go. So this is universal control. And I got to have my colors for my tracks. So you can see here I've got my my microphone, the one that I'm using right now. And then I have a cable hooked up that is strictly for my bass and guitar when I want to record. And then I have my TD3 drum kit coming in here. I have a piano module coming in here. And then I have a whole bunch of external modules that I've got accumulated over the years. And then I have an ADAT unit that's connected for 8 more inputs. And I've got my EMU, my Sound Canvas, and my Alesis all hooked up. And then here's the DAW. So Johnny was just mentioning. Oh, Kevin Guitar Story says he's got a jet. Glad to see you're back on it. Thank you. Have a good night. So one of the big questions. Oh, there goes the throat. One of the big questions is, how do I use this interface with OBS? And OBS is what I use to do the broadcast. OBS actually does all of the camera work and all the audio work, and it feeds it into YouTube, and then I can do the live streams or my videos. So a lot of people ask, so how do you get the Studio One audio into OBS so that we can all hear it, like you guys heard it? Let's see if it's still working. And if you tell me that you love me, then I know you will be mine. Yeah, so how do we get all that to work? So the big thing is, and I've never gotten this to work with any other PreSonus interface, but it was really simple with this. There is a loop back option. So what is loop back? So loopback allows you to take the music or the audio from either your DAW or your computer and loop it back into OBS so that if you do a video or you do a broadcast, it comes out even with your vocals. So I'm going to be doing a video on this, but I can show you guys really quick how this works. So if you go to the little cogwheel up here, you can see that you have a couple of options. Let me see if I can do this. There we go. So here you have a digital. This is to activate the ADAT, and then you have this loopback option. So you got to make sure that this is on. So once you have that on, let me actually move this over so I can see. There we go. So once you have that on, you go back and you find out where all of your audio and your music is coming out. And in this case, it is out of the DAW left and right, which I have labeled. You gotta tell me what to do now. So the first thing I did, okay, I highlighted the eyeball, I go to OBS and nothing works. Well, there's something very cool about how the HD8s work. If you scroll down this list of outputs, you have a loopback 1 and a loopback 2. All you have to do is turn up the volume for the loopback. And then in OBS, you create an audio input capture. And once you do that, you have to make sure to uncheck the down mixing, and then you can choose the audio like that, and that's it. And it goes right into OBS. You can see here. So now here's the loop back. You can see my voice is coming out here, and here's Studio One. You gotta tell me what to do now. I can't be here wasting time. Very cool. And that's it. That's it. That's all you have to do. It works so beautifully. So there you go. I'm going to be doing a video series on the HD8. I'm fumbling over my words. Let me see if I can get back to my my main. So the real amazing thing is the simplicity of these. Oh my goodness, Joe Cummings with the $20 donation. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. Didn't expect that, man. Very cool. Thank you very, very much. So if you look at the face of the HD8 or any of them, the operation is so logical, even a caveman can do it. Is that racist against cavemen? I don't know. All right, let's see. Johnny Lipsham says the setup is almost the same with the studio USB interfaces as well. The loopback is just named virtual. Yeah, and you know what? You can blame me, but I was never able to get it to work. I was never able to get it to work on the old interfaces. At least on my Mac. The loopback or the virtual was never available on my Mac. It was only available on my PC. I got those other interfaces to work perfectly on the PC. And I'm sure it was just something that I was missing. But, but regardless, I have this now for a while, so I'm going to enjoy it while I got it. So, yeah. So it's nice. It's nice. If I might decide to get one of the smaller ones for myself at some point if I don't end up being able to keep this one. But, I don't want to take anything for granted. So, all right. Extremely cool. 14 people in here, and we got 15 likes. Thank you very much. I'm getting a phone call. Hold on a second. Hello? Hey, everything okay?
Yeah, did I get you at a bad time?
Yeah, I'm actually doing a live stream right now.
Okay, sorry.
That's okay. I'll message you when I'm done.
Okay.
All right, thanks. All right, cool. There you go. All right, again, Joe Cummings, thank you so much for the donation there. I really appreciate that. Let's see. Johnny Lipsham also says the Quantum HD2 also has the same loopback as do the Quantum ES devices do. Oh, excellent. Excellent. Well, I do have to say it is pretty awesome. It is pretty awesome. I'm really excuse me. The voice is starting to go. I'm really happy with it. And like I said, the setup on it was so simple. Yeah, it couldn't have gotten any easier. Definitely. All right, so let's see who all is still here. We have 14 people in here. And there's Joe. There's Alps Media. So, if you currently have an older PreSonus interface, I definitely recommend if you can, even if you get one of the smaller ones, it's definitely worth it. And you know, one of the things I notice from all of the other interfaces that I have had, especially from PreSonus, this one is by far the quietest. It's got a very low noise, and I've got some of my microphones that aren't 48 volts, like this one. I've got that gain turned all the way up, and it is very, very quiet. I have to have the gain on my stuff up loud because I can't speak that loud. So as you guys can see behind me, for those of you that have just gotten in here, this is the new room setup. I have a loft bed, which is above me here. This is where I sleep when I work. And I sleep in my regular bed on the weekends. But when I work during the week, since I work third shift, when I go to bed, I sleep here because the rest of the family is up and about in the morning. So I had to figure out how to combine 2 rooms into one and get my whole studio in here because I needed to sacrifice a room for an extra storage space. And I told that story at the beginning of the broadcast. You guys can check that out if you want to. It took me all week this week, and it turned out really good. Oh, Be the Crown. Good to see you, man. Some of these names I haven't seen for so long. He says, great to have you back. Yeah, I'll be doing a weekly live stream starting soon. I got to get my schedule put together. I'm really looking forward to doing these again. I am going to leave the music. I'm not going to be doing the music ones because there are a couple of people that have taken over since I had to quit a couple of years ago doing the member songs. But the live streams are going to be pretty much open for support and discussion, and no politics, no social issues. It's going to be just about music, recording, PreSonus, Studio One, and that's where I'm going to keep those. All right, let's see. Johnny Lipsham says, the Quantum HD8 features a brand new next-gen custom preamp, which features the lowest noise floor ever for PreSonus interfaces. Yeah, and I gotta tell you, I noticed it right away. Yeah. But again, I wish I could hook up my phone so I could show you guys the face. The logic of it is just so damn simple. It's got a tiny LCD screen, which is really all you need, and the buttons that you hit, any button that you hit is instantly available for adjustment via the knob, an endless rotary encoder on the front. And it lights up nice and blue and just looks damn cool. All right, Alps Media says, glad to have you back. I'll be right back. Very cool. I should still be here. Johnny Lipsham says, quieter than a mouse. Who has taken a vow of silence. Yeah, it is. It is beautiful. And I have all of my outboard gear plugged into it. Now, I haven't tested the loopback. I haven't tested the reamping yet. Since I got everything working, I'm still working on remembering how I have things set up. So I know that if you're going to use something like Pipeline, you have to turn off the mixer so that you can complete the signal and stuff like that. So I'll be testing that, and I'll be doing... Oh! My daughter's here. She is at the bottom. Her name is Amanda, and she says, hi, Dad. Hey, kid. How you doing? Yes, she works for me now. For Home Studio Trainer. She is my videographer, and eventually I'm going to be having her do some editing and things like that. But basically, she is just a fantastic camera person. I've actually posted a video on my unboxing of the HD8. She did all of the video work. She is such a techie, and she is so familiar with anything Apple. And it is really just great to have her helping me with this stuff now. Joe Cummings is talking to Johnny Lipsham. He says, how you doing? It's been a while. Very cool. So good to see you here, Amanda. You brought me up to 12 people. Very cool. So it has been a journey for the last week, getting the room reorganized, realizing that I might have time to start doing live streams again once a week. I'll pretty much be sticking with the 1 or 2 videos a day kind of a thing. I took a break for a little while. But for those of you that want to really support the channel and don't do it here, you guys can go to Patreon. You guys should see that link in the description. And you can become a member over there. The cool thing about that, there's some cool videos out that aren't available on YouTube. I can't post them because of copyright issues. I got some fuzz in my headphones. So if you guys want to go to the Patreon, let me see if I can get a link for you. So, going to Patreon. There we go. I am going to post a link to Patreon. There is a cool video, I think, that is up now. It is me mixing the song Killer Queen by the band Queen. And I couldn't put that on YouTube simply because it's got copyright issues. So I might be able to work something out to eventually be able to have it as a free video here on YouTube, but all of the Patreon members actually get to view it for a while first. So very cool. So let's see participants we have. Alps Media, Amanda, Be the Crown, Joe Cummings, Johnny Lipsham, and Secret Squirrel. Excellent. Excellent. This has been so much fun. I'm still going to be around for a bit. So, okay, so one of the things that we were talking about earlier was, let me see if I can get a different screen here. Nope, that's not it. I think it's this one. There we go. There we go. That's probably more of me than you want to see. But anyway, one of the things we were talking about is I was trying to get I was trying to get some opinions on what you guys think of the new AI tools for actually writing music, where you can just type in a subject, type in a genre, and type in a few words and go. I personally don't like it because I think it gives big corporations and media companies the ability to put so much stuff together and kind of tamp down people that are actually being creative with music. But that's just my thoughts. I was interested in some of your opinions. Joe Cummings says, oh, nice. I'll have to check those out. I've been out of the loop for a while. Okay. Well, since you're a member here of YouTube, you can actually see the video now. Because I've got it up for members. As long as I keep it private behind the paywall, I won't get in trouble. So let me know. Let me know if you can see it. All right. Very cool. What else we got going on here? So Joe Cummings says, oh, nice. Okay, Joe, if you have any issues, since you're a member here of YouTube also, I mean, obviously I don't expect you to be a member here and pay over Patreon. So I want to make sure that the people that are actually supporting me financially get the option. So, Joe, if you have any problems viewing the video, let me know, and I will send you a link. All right, Johnny Lipsham says, I reckon that it turns out that Band in a Box may have been ahead of the AI curve, perhaps. You know what? I thought of that exact thing, Johnny. I really did feel that it was basically just Band in a Box in AI form. And you weren't able to really go pick the parts that you played like you can in Banner Box, but you can actually just go ahead and just have AI put it all together. Be the Crown says, let's see, I will finish my first book and writing my first movie, getting ready to start on the soundtrack, which will be an album. And everything will be done in Studio One, from the recording to the mastering. Awesome. Awesome. I have several people that I train now that are either doing movie soundtracks or stuff for video games. I have like 4. Is 4 several? I don't know if 4 is several. But the word several makes me feel like I have a lot. Let's see. DCOOCD says I don't like AI for complete songwriting. I don't either. But I have to admit that I am enjoying Logic AI Session Member. I don't know what that is. Logic Pro as an AI Session Member. Interesting. So some have accused me of being a hypocrite because I use a voice AI, obviously because of my voice. And I disagree. Vocal AI requires a lot of work. The only AI part is the voice and singing the words that you type, but you still have to write the song. You still have to type out the song. You still have to play the melody on a keyboard for the vocal to sing. So the only thing that's AI is the voice. I wish I could sample my voice and put it in there, But yeah, and so I don't think that is anything like the ones that just write the songs for you. I mean, there's a couple of funny YouTubers out there that are writing, that are having AI write some of the funniest stuff. I wish I could remember one of the guys that I really like. I'll see if I can get a link and I'll put it in the description. But he'll ask the AI to write a country song about hostess ding dongs. And the stuff that it puts together, I mean, he does more raunchy stuff, but it's so funny to hear what it comes up with. So it's bizarre. It's bizarre. 13 people, 17 likes. Thank you, folks. Appreciate it. And a $20 donation from Joe Cummings, and who also became a member of the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, Joe, let me know if you can see that video. If you can't, I will make sure that you get it. The video I'm referring to is me mixing the song Killer Queen by the band Queen, which was so fun to do. And believe it or not, all hour and 30 minutes unedited. Yeah, it is that long. I'm mixing a song. I didn't have one edit in the whole thing. Let's see. OCD says drums, bass, keys, etc. very editable. GarageBand's drummer is a good example of the AI session players in Logic Pro. Excellent. Secret Squirrel says, I agree. If they have an issue with voice software synthesis, then I'd love to see all of their analog synths. Right. That's a good example. I never thought about that. Those voices are basically just instruments, yeah? So the two vocal AI are the two vocal plugins that I use. One is called mVoice, and the other one is Synthesizer V. Synthesizer V, by far, is the superior vocal AI. I've got a song up on YouTube. Look it up. It's called Our Young. And that is all done with the voice from Synthesizer V. And then the rest of the songs that I have up, there's a couple of videos up. They're done by mVoice. But I had to type out the lyrics. I had to play the notes for the voice to follow. Let's see. Johnny Lipsham says, time to get AI to write that death metal yodeling polka hit I've always wanted to write. Oh, Johnny, that would be incredible. Maybe one of my live streams, I should get one of those songwriting AI programs to do a live stream on it. That'd be funny as heck. Joe Cummings says, and where is the video located again? I was out of the room when you were talking about it. Oh, so since you remember, you should be able to go. Here, let me do this. Because sometimes it gets messy. Give me 1 second here. Let's see. I got to make it members again. Give me 1 second. Let me figure this out. All right. So let's see. Here it is. And I have to... Oh, I've got it. Okay. Awesome. There it is. All right, so if you go to my video list, Joe, you should be able to see the video now. Let me know if you have a problem. All right, so let's see. We've got 11 people left. We've got 18 likes. Thank you guys for coming out. Got a $20 donation from Joe Cummings. Thank you, man. Very much appreciated. Let's see. Oh, yeah. It's Secret Squirrel says Synthesizer V is ferocious. It is. It totally is. Jenny Lipsham says, I'd like to call it Death Metal Polka Hit. Dogs dancing in Tutus? I don't know. I've got something actually covering it, so. Billy Morgan is here. He says, hey. Oh, God bless. All right, good to see you, Billy. I saw you just posted a Zoom session. Very cool. I joined, but kind of busy at the moment. All right, hey, Billy, post a link so people know where to go when I'm done here. Okay, Joe says he's got the video and it's working fine. Yes, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Very cool. Yeah, it's a long video, but you see, and it addresses what I like to call minimalist mixing. So I'm only using Presonus plugins. In fact, I'm only using the channel strip, the mix verb, and that's pretty much it. And I mix the whole song with that, and you'll see that in some cases, I don't even put any kind of effects at all on some of the tracks, and I mix them all in a bus. Dogs and leotards, Johnny says, the name for his song. Nice. Nice. All right, I'm going to stay on for a few more minutes. I'll be doing more of these throughout the month. I'm going to try to get one done a week. So I still might do another this week. Haven't quite picked the day yet. But I'm not sure if they'll be more palatable either in the afternoon when most of my viewers are actually on or at night like this one. What time is it? Oh, it's 9:14. Wow. Dang. How long have I been on here? I don't see how long I've been on. Doesn't say. I think it's over an hour, I think. Oh, hey, I'm getting some hearts. Thanks. All right, so if you guys look in the chat, you'll see a link from Billy Morgan and from Johnny Lipsham on where the Zoom is. Very cool. So I would call this a pretty successful live stream off the cuff. I didn't tell anybody. I just kind of logged in. We had 22 people total and got 19 likes out of the deal and 20 bucks added to the till here from Joe Cummings, who is now a member of the channel. So very, very cool. Very cool. I really do appreciate it, Joe. And I appreciate everybody just kind of stopping by while we talked about absolutely nothing. Very cool. I got to tell you the status of my room, status of what I'm doing voice-wise, and hopefully I'm not really seeing improvements in my voice, but I am seeing some changes. So hopefully I can capitalize on some of those changes and start doing more music. That's what I'm hoping for. So let's see. So I think in closing, what I'm going to do is, let me get this back up here. Whoops, not that. That is Universal Control. And also stay tuned for some videos on the new PreSonus interfaces, the HD8 in particular. All right. So in closing, I'm going to leave you with the song that I did just recently. The first song that I've actually sang on my own. I did all the harmonies as well. And a lot of bit. Okay, I confess. A lot of Melodyne to actually fix the weak spots in my vocal performance, but it came out pretty good. Nothing like the stuff that I've done in the past, which was really emotional and very dramatic. This is just a fun rock song. I want to say thank you to everybody for coming out tonight, and I will let you guys know in another schedule on when I'm going to do more of these. And we'll talk about some subjects, maybe talk a little bit more about AI, talk a little bit more about the new PreSonus interfaces and stuff going on in Studio One. So I do appreciate everybody coming out. So please enjoy the music, and I can hopefully do more very soon. Take care, folks. And if you think you're something special, and if you think you're not for me, so you better think twice before you fall, because I know you'll fall for me. You gotta know you're something special. You gotta know I need you here. And if it's one thing you can count on, there will be nothing left to fear. In time, and if you tell me that you love me, then I know you will be mine. You gotta know you're something special. You gotta know I need you here. And if it's one thing you can count on, there will be nothing left to fear. You don't believe in magic, and you don't believe it's right. When you don't, it's something right. Yeah. And if you think you're something special, and if you think you're not for me, so you better think twice before you fall, because I know you'll fall for me. Max. Hey, how did it sound?
Good. Hi, Max. You were in the live stream, buddy.
Oh, was he?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I didn't see him on the camera.
You could only really see his white toes.
Oh, yeah, he's on a black floor on a black hole.
Uh-huh. Although he did loaf for a couple.
Oh, did he?
Uh-huh.
That's cool.
Hi.
But that came out pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for joining.
Uh-huh.
That was cool. How did the audio sound?
Good.
But I've got everything all wired up now and hooked up. Play the drums. Oh. Now you can play the drums. Was the picture nice and clear?
Uh-huh.
Good. I've just got it at 1080p. I'm not going with 4K. I don't have a camera for